Telecare is equipment to support an individual in their home and tailored to meet their needs. In Hounslow, our basic Telecare service is an alarm unit with a button pendant. It is a 24-hour service, 365 days a year. Additional Telecare sensors are also available, called Linkline Plus, that give extra support to people living at home. They can be especially useful for people with memory loss or dementia, people who are anxious, or as a support for carers. If the client is forgetful and likely to leave the front door open, then a property exit sensor is very useful. It works by sending a call to the Linkline office when the main door opens or when it is left open. There are two magnets, one attached to the door and the other to the door frame. When the connection between them is broken, the Linkline office is alerted and we can contact the client on their own telephone alarm unit.
Do not worry, your alarm telephone is dialing for assistance.
A motion sensor can work in unison with the exit sensor, detecting if there is someone near the door. This can be set up to stop the alarm calling when a visitor comes into the home or when the person opens the door but does not go out. For carers or visitors, it is simple to disable the sensors so they can leave the property. Turn the switch to off, then within 2 seconds turn it back to on. When a beep is heard, there is 60 seconds to exit and close the door before a Linkline call is triggered. A bogus caller button is for people who are unsure about strangers knocking on their door. Installed by the front door, the button can be pressed and a silent call is sent to a Linkline officer. Normally they just listen and record the discussion at the doorway, but they can interrupt or give advice if asked. These recordings can then be used as evidence if the police are involved. Most of us now have smoke detectors in our homes. With Linkline Plus, the smoke detector is connected to the office, so when the smoke alarm is set off, there is an automatic call to a trained officer who can talk to and reassure the distressed client.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, can you hear me?
Giving clear directions for a safe outcome, contacting the fire brigade and or the named responder as necessary. A fall detector is useful if a person is unsteady on their feet. It can pick up a sudden fall and any subsequent movements. There are two types, one being worn on the waist and the other on the wrist. Sometimes a client isn't able to press the pendant, so the fall detector can help by automatically connecting if a fall occurs. For more complex levels of care, chair and bed sensors are useful for monitoring people with mobility difficulties who are at risk when they get up. They can be set to alert the Linkline office after, say, 20 minutes or immediately when the client stands up. There are other sensors which can help around the house: natural gas detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, epilepsy sensors and others, all able to alert an officer automatically when triggered.